So we have part 284C3M1b7c8e13c9c6d3p5. Line 22f1fa19c3m1b7c8e13c9c6d3p5. UTIAS Emami Lidar Mechatronics UFO 5G Wow Seti. Alien radio signal there, and this talks about laser technology, a water vapor long distance deep space communication device for a UFO spaceship from the WOW signal. The keyword is going to be Lidar, L-I-D-A-R, in the next video. So the keyword LASE to UTIAS. So when I googled LASE, this is what came up, UTIAS. The keyword UTIAS is from the previous video, line 22f1fa19c3m1b7c8e13c9c6d3p5 Helix spiral curve Polygons core UFO 5G Wow Seti. So UTIAS is a world-class aerospace department. Isn't that interesting? Without doubt, the top aerospace department in Canada, and there it is, www.utias.utoronto.ca. Space Mechatronics is the keyword, and this gentleman came up. Reza Emami, Ph.D., and there's his contact information, the phone number, email. Institute for Aerospace Studies at the University of Toronto. And that's from mechatronics.aerospace.utoronto.ca. So the keyword Space Mechatronics. So a quote from Wiki, I looked up mechatronics to see what it meant. Is a design process that includes a combination of mechanical engineering, which is what we're talking about with this UFO spaceship thing, right? We're talking about the mechanics, the controls, the outside of it, the inside of it. There's all these little components to put together. So mechatronics is a design process that includes a combination of mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, control engineering, and computer engineering. All of this is being listed in the WOW data. Mechatronics is a multidisciplinary field of engineering. That is to say, it rejects splitting engineering into separate disciplines. Originally, mechatronics just included the combination between mechanics and electronics. Hence, the word is combination of mechanics and electronics. However, as technical systems have become more and more complex, the word has been updated during recent years to include more technical areas. The French standard NFE 01010 gives the following definition. Approach aiming at the synergistic integration of mechanics, electronics, control theory, and computer science within product design and manufacturing in order to improve and or optimize its functionality. So the keyword is Lidar atmosphere sampling sensors. And I found that at www.esa.int. Okay? And quote keywords found in the data were both discrete return and waveform sampling sensors are typically used. That's a Google link. The Lidar atmospheric sensing experiment, LASE. And quote from the blog, the LASE program was initiated as an effort to produce an autonomous system for measuring water vapor levels from airborne and spaceborne platforms using Lidar technology. The ability of differential absorption Lidar dial system to measure vertical profiles of water vapor in the lower atmosphere has been demonstrated both in ground-based and airborne experiments. In these experiments, tunable lasers, so we're talking about lasers and water vapor here, which is going to be used for a long-distance communications device, which has come up in the WOW data, along with Tesla. There's a gentleman on Earth here that's actually created a little mini version of one, and this is going to be a much bigger one, of course, which should work, because by what I can see so far, it's going to work. Okay. In these experiments, tunable lasers are used that require real-time experimenter control to locate and lock onto the atmospheric water vapor absorption line for the dial measurements. So this is something very interesting. You want to take these tunable lasers and be able to use the atmospheric water vapor absorption line. So you want to stick that data together to make your machine, okay? The Lidar atmospheric sensing experiment, which you're going to have to look at the data for, is the first step in a long-range effort to develop and demonstrate autonomous dial systems for airborne and spaceborne platforms. The LASE instrument was developed to measure water vapor, aerosol, and cloud profiles from a high-altitude extended range U2ER2 aircraft. This article presents the science of the LASE, program describes the LASE system design and discusses the measurement capability of the system. The measurement of tropospheric water vapor profiles and column content with the LASE system can be used in various atmospheric investigations, including studies of air mass modification, latent heat flux, the water vapor component of the hydrological cycle, and atmospheric transport, using water vapor as a tracer of atmospheric motions. Atmospheric transport, that's interesting. The simultaneous measurement of aerosol and cloud distributions can provide important information on atmospheric structure and transport, and many meteorological parameters can also be inferred from these data. In addition, the impact of subvisible and visible aerosol cloud layers on passive satellite measurements and radiation budgets can be assessed. The atmospheric science investigations that can be conducted with LASE are greatly enhanced because measurements of water vapor profiles and column content are made simultaneously with aerosol and cloud distributions. The transmitter consists of a TI sapphire laser pumped by a double-pulsed ND-YAG laser. Sorry, I missed one here. And it's from asd-www.larc.nasa.gov. Also, NASA's got this project. Cool. The frequency of the TI sapphire laser is controlled by injection seeding using a diode laser that is frequently locked to a water vapor line in the 815 nm region. The on and off wavelengths are separated by less than 70 pm. The laser pulses are sequentially transmitted with about 400 microseconds separation. This permits the use of the same avalanche photodiodes, APD, for detecting the Lidar returns. The use of low and high light level APDs provide linear response to atmospheric and cloud ground returns respectively. Lidar returns at 5 Hz are digitized and recorded, and when possible the data are telemetred to the LASE ground station for real-time processing and experiment control. Operation with strong and weak absorption regions of a pre-selected water vapor line can be made during the mission to optimize the measurement of water vapor in different altitude regions. The LASE system has proven to be a reliable, accurate, and sensitive water vapor profiler with the ability to measure water vapor mixing ratios over a large dynamic range of 0.01 GkG to 20 GkG. Aerosol backscatter ratios can be measured from ground to 20 km with a vertical resolution of 30 m and a horizontal resolution of 40 m. Future of LASE. LASE is currently being reconfigured to fly on NASA DC-8 and P-3 aircraft in addition to ER-2. Proposals are underway for the instrument to participate in a number of major field programs managed by NASA's Office of Mission to Planet Earth. Information gathered by this instrument will become an integral part of many other atmospheric studies as the first step towards the long-range goal of developing a spaceborne Lidar instrument. LASE is already doing important work for atmospheric research. asd-www.larc.nasa.gov. So the keyword Lidar is going to continue in our next video. Thanks for watching.